Hello friends. The Warriors is a cult classic, draped in style and a very specific brand of machismo. After 46 years, have you wonder what happened to the cast? In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie The Warriors wine changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1979, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. David Harris as Cochise. Age filming. 30 years old. Cochise is a rough and ready fighter and a good soldier who works well with Ajax as the fellow, heavy muscle. He proves himself during fights with the Lizzies in their apartment and in the bathroom fight with the Punks. He is good friends with Rembrandt and Vermin and reflects on the big meeting and Cyrus' plan with them on the way back to Coney Island. David appeared in many TV movies and films throughout the 70s, 80s and 90s, as well as one-off appearances in TV shows like He played recurring character Officer Donnie Simmons in NYPD Blue until 2001. David also voices his character Cochise in the Warriors video game, 2005. David sadly passed away from cancer on October 25, 2024 at age 75. Roger Hill as Cyrus. Age filming. 30 years old. Roger Hill played Cyrus, the leader of the Gramercy Riffs, who was shot and killed by the leader of the Rogues. His death is blamed on the Warriors, inciting a gang war. Prior to starring in the film, Hill had a role on the soap opera, One Life to Live. Hill went on to work in a Manhattan Business College library. In 2006, he sued Take-Two Interactive for using his image and voice in the Warriors video game without his permission. He died February 20, 2014 at age 64. Lynne Thigpen as DJ. Age filming. 31 years old. Only seeing her lips in the movie. The gangs of New York listened to the radio DJ to get updates on the whereabouts of the Warriors to assist with the city-wide hunt to find them. After the DJ's on-air sign went dim, Thigpen's career kept her on both the big and small screens as well as the stage. Thigpen's time on the stage nabbed her a Tony nomination for her appearance in Tintypes in 1981. She was also nominated for multiple Emmys and Daytime Emmys for her work in Carmen Sandiego and Bear in the Big Blue House. She also appeared on the daytime soap opera All My Children. Thigpen passed away in 2003 at the age of 54 from a cerebral hemorrhage. Dorsey Wright as Cleo. Age filming. 22 years old. Dorsey Wright made his big screen debut in The Warriors as Cleon, the Warriors' warlord who was beaten down by rival gang the Riffs when they believed the Warriors responsible for killing Cyrus. Wright also appeared in Hair and The Hotel New Hampshire, and reprised the role of Cleon for the Warriors video game. He left acting in 1985, and now works for the New York Port Authority, though still occasionally does voiceover work for commercials. Now he is 68 years old. Brian Tyler as Snow. Age filming. 26 years old. Brian Tyler played Snow, a member of the Warriors gang. Tyler studied Taekwondo and Judo, and was able to use those skills for the film. The Warriors is Tyler's only acting credit following his role in the film. Tyler went on to become a New York State Trooper. He retired in 2004. He says he's never been recognized. Now he is 72 years old. Terry Mikos as Vermin. Age filming. 26 years old. Terry Mikos played Vermin, a member of the Warriors gang. Along with Cochise, Vermin gets split up from the rest of the group, and is seduced and almost killed by the Lizzies. Mikos' final acting credit was in a 1982 episode of Simon and Simon. He is now a news anchor for Cablevision in Wappingers Falls, New York. Now he is 72. Joel Weiss as Cropsey. Age filming. 26 years old. Joel Weiss, who plays a member of the Rogues in the film. A young Kevin Bacon would have been a part of the Cut Gang. This would have been 2 years before his role in Friday the 13th and 6 years before his popularity exploded with the release of Footloose. Now he is 72. Deborah Van Valkenburg as Mercy. Age filming. 27 years old. Deborah Van Valkenburg made her acting debut in The Warriors as Mercy, a wise talking lady who decides to follow the Warriors. She appeared in Hill's Streets of Fire with Rick Moranis, Diane Lane, and Willem Dafoe, while keeping up with a healthy stage career. Van Valkenburg also made frequent appearances on 80s and 90s staple shows like MacGyver, Quantum Leap, and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. Now she is 73 years old. David Patrick Kelly as Luther. Age filming, 28 years old. David Patrick Kelly played Luther, leader of the Rogues and the one responsible for killing Cyrus, the act that sets all the other gangs against the Warriors. Kelly made an impact in what could have been a forgettable, schlocky villain role. This led him to working with famed auteurs Spike Lee and David Lynch on multiple occasions. Kelly has appeared in 3 Spike Lee joints: Malcolm X, Crooklyn, and Chirac. He worked with Lynch in Wild at Heart and has been a continual presence in Twin Peaks as the bizarre and enigmatic Jerry Horn. Now he is 74. James Remar as Ajax. Age filming, 26 years old. One of the breakout stars of the Warriors is James Remar, who played Ajax in what was only his second film. Ajax is characterized as a firebrand among firebrands in the movie, constantly trying to one-up others and doing whatever he can to prove his toughness and worth to the gang. Remar went on to a successful career as a character actor, oftentimes finding himself playing characters with darker sides to them. Remar is probably best known for his recurring role as the dirtbag billionaire boyfriend of Samantha on Sex and the City. He has continued to work in supporting roles on TV, as the mercurial and mysterious father of a serial killer on Dexter and most recently on Black Lightning as a tailor for superheroes. Now he is 72 years old. Michael Beck as Swan. Age filming, 30 years old. Michael Beck played Swan, the war chief of the Warriors gang who takes charge of the group when they're framed for the murder of Cyrus. Beck's charm and perfect look for the late 70s and early 80s led to him being cast in the roller disco musical extravaganza Xanadu opposite Olivia Newton-John. Xanadu didn't exactly take the world by storm, and the hard pivot from street tough to glammed out heartthrob left Beck's career in an odd place. Beck never again landed a leading role, but continued as a working actor throughout the 80s and 90s, appearing on shows like Murder, She Wrote, Walker Texas Ranger, and Jag. Now he is 76. Mercedes Ruehl as policewoman. Age filming, 31 years old. While Mercedes Ruehl's time on screen is minimal in The Warriors, she steals at least part of the show as an undercover cop on a park bench. Ajax, being the machoist of the many macho men of the Warriors, decides that the best course of action to take while running for his life is to sexually assault a young woman out alone in a park. She quickly reveals herself by slapping handcuffs on Ajax and hauling him off to jail. Ruehl went on to have a long, rewarding career in Hollywood. She appeared as Tom Hanks's mother in Big before netting herself an Academy Award and Golden Globe for Best Actress in a supporting role as Anne in Terry Gilliam's The Fisher King opposite Jeff Bridges. She's made appearances on NCIS, Howard, and Bull. Now she is 77. John Snyder as Gas Station Man. Age filming, 27 years old. While actor John Snyder only makes a relatively brief appearance in The Warriors as a New York City gas station attendant, he's gone on to have an incredibly interesting and unique career in Hollywood after almost playing a completely different role in the movie altogether. According to his co-star Joel Weiss, Snyder was almost in one of the gangs cut from the film, The Dingoes, after The Warriors, and an appearance as a pimp in Crocodile Dundee. While making one-off appearances on several television shows, including Miami Vice and Knight Rider, Snyder continued to build a career as a voice actor. Now he is 73. Tom McKitterick as Cowboy. Age filming, 31 years old. So called because he wears a Stetson cowboy hat. Cowboy is a calm and friendly member of the Warriors who spends a lot of his time with Ajax. The Warriors was the only movie that Tom appeared in, but he did some stage acting until 1981 before he went on to become a photojournalist specializing in news and sport. He later produced theater productions including a play called Period of Adjustment which ran at the Almeida Theatre in London, UK in 2006. Tom also starred on stage in Fathers and Sons. Now he is 77.